They are a lot of notes.
It's manly to run by me.
Oh, hey, Robin,
Jack.
we're the Inwits.
Yeah.
Back for episode 8. Is this episode 8? What is
Yep,
this?
episode 8.
Episode 8.
Well
All
done.
right.
Yeah.
But I looked at your notes and see how late, because I thought it was like 6.
Right.
No.
Well, we're over halfway.
We are. We're over halfway.
Okay.
Where do we want to start with this episode?
Well, I guess we can
Start at the top.
start at
That's
the top.
pretty usual.
You know, Aurora's on the out.
Yeah, look.
I thought she was making a bit of a mistake crying to Ron about it.
Oh, how do I want to approach this one?
I don't
know if
mind her
it's-
crying.
I don't-
That's not an issue. I just meant
Yeah.
like, I thought she was crying to the wrong person. I don't think Aurora's really got an idea of where she stands.
And she never did. And I think
Yeah.
the only reason she's where she was is because Joe wasn't knowing what was going, didn't follow through. Because she would have gone, like, she was great for Joe. 100%. You watch that, like, she's with Joe. Great ally to have.
Yeah.
Who's quite content with no power.
And quite content with just thinking it's a happy family.
Yeah.
She didn't even know where she sat.
But then she has this thing about, I have no loyalty, yet she's still crying and she's still doing all this sort of stuff. And it's like, well, I don't know.
I'm a free agent,
I'm a free agent. Well, if you are, go start making those inroads.
Or go start making other connections.
With the others.
Yeah, that failed, so I better make connections elsewhere.
Like instantly, if you feel that hard done by, which she did, she spent quite a bit of time crying.
Yes.
Go over to the
That's
Manu,
right.
the Manu 5 that are left.
Why cry to the people who just left you on the out?
You know what? This whole episode, now that I'm thinking, like, because I watched it, I didn't watch it yesterday. No, I did watch it yesterday, but it's not as fresh because I don't know why. I just got a lot of things going on. I'm just remembering how ridiculous this episode actually is to me from a strategic point of view.
Oh,
from
there's
quite
a lot
few
of
people.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, Rick, Aurora.
Oh, don't, Rick.
Both of these people are foolish.
Oh. Incredibly.
Oh.
Incredible.
But yeah, carrying on with Aurora.
Alright, like, anyway, that was the only thing I just really wanted to touch on after the post-cancel was just like, Aurora, I was like, Aurora, go and talk to the people who matter now.
But even the people who did matter, they always said Aurora's on the outs. Like the Dave and Kelley finally starting to go, you know what?
I know, right?
Finally. Go, you know what? Maybe we need to play
together.
Yeah.
You know? Look, I like the way they're doing it, though. Like, you know, I didn't want to go there yet, but Kelley and Dave analysed the situation perfectly about what's going on and what needs to be done to break it up.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. They've analysed the game. This episode, I have no problem with their analysis of the game. They know where they stand. They know who stands where.
Yeah, and like Ron and Eric with it, like, and then, you know, but
I like... come on, sorry.
I was going to say, but we have them discussing this.
Yeah.
But they probably did, but we weren't seeing it. We don't see any communication with Aurora. Like, we know Aurora's like, I'm a free agent, I'll go work with them. But we see them talk about Aurora, but never actually see them kind of approach her and say, what can we do? How can we work this out? And you know what? You said Neil, and I've been correcting you for Wardog for quite a lot. But do I have to go to Neil?
He does.
Is he the most hopeless?
Wait. I reckon Neil is actually a ray of light in this bloody episode.
I'm talking about his challenge attempt.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You can't come in with a nickname called Wardog.
Exactly.
And I know you said this at the start. This is like when Cochrane came in and says everyone has a nickname, I want to be called Cochrane.
Yeah.
He's come in calling himself Wardog and he's fallen off the beam in 15 seconds. Wardog, I'm calling you Neil as well. It's taken 8 episodes.
I was actually going to flip on that, actually. I was actually going to say, this is my episode where I'm going to start calling him Wardog. But anyway. But not because of his hopeless challenge ability. I can't believe he's such a... like, you'd expect somebody called Wardog to be like...
A challenge beast.
Yeah, that's right. Like, he doesn't... Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, we know I'm a big fan of a challenge beast.
But look, Neil at least says at the beginning there, right? Look, you know, Aurora's on the out. I'm going to go and talk to her. Neither Kelley or Dave did. But
we
don't actually see Neil talk to her. So
what we do see is him doing an Aubry. I want to have a dialogue. Let's have it.
No, but it worked.
I don't know.
Hang on, wait. No, this is where I think the brilliance kicks in. But we'll get there, right? But then Ron, I liked it because Ron is one-on-one the camera. You know, he says the magic words. I'm the Puppetmaster.
As soon as you say
that,
you're out.
Your whole
your
alliance,
days are numbered. Your days are numbered.
And you fall to pieces, right? Yeah. And sure enough, right? Yeah. I'm the Puppetmaster. Mate, you're on stage. But everybody knows that, you know, when Kelley's talking to Dave, and she says, it's the Ron and Eric show. And Dave's like, yeah, I know. Everybody knows.
And
like,
you know what?
When Neil's talking to Julia, he says it's Ron, and she's like, oh, yeah, it is.
And this is the thing, I guess, with this, is we've just come out of our last American season with Wendell. Yeah. And Dom.
Well, one before.
Oh, sorry, one before. Wendell and Dom.
Yeah.
That was too. Yeah. Wendell and Dom did just that. They did what Ron and Eric are trying to do. Control our group. They're trying to do it in this weird.
Well,
let's get to the family visit.
Strong,
calm strong. They had this
strong.
idea to try and manipulate everyone to focus on the main points, while also setting up a Dave and a Rick as the really great. I mean,
it's a good plan.
We've seen it. It worked for Dom and Wendell. It really did.
It did.
However, that was a game when there was no returnees.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's not just about the returnees, though. It was also a game where Dom and Wendell weren't front stage. Wendell was very much
in the back.
In the back, right? It wasn't Dom and Wendell calling the shots, right? It was always Navidi strong. Yeah. And they always had their cheerleaders to do it for them, right?
Yes,
and they just sat back going, Navidi strong, and everybody yes, Navidi strong.
Yeah, and putting that mindset into them, but it wasn't about we are trying to force that.
No,
we're not trying to force that angle. Whereas we see Ron consistently
trying to
force the karma strong.
But Eric, like this is the, in this, and this is why we talk about. This is why last episode I talked about inexperience at council, because Ron really blew last council. He basically said, "Look, I'm in control, and you guys are all gone." Mm-hmm. Right? Basically, that's what he said, and his conduct after this last trouble throughout this whole episode was exactly the same. He's basically thrown himself into the spotlight and gone, "Look at me, I'm the Puppetmaster." Yeah. If you're getting looked at, you're not the Puppetmaster anymore. You're on stage.
And the thing about it is, he was never using an Eric as a shield.
No.
He was hoping that, because he still wanted the attention. He still wanted that control.
He still wanted the control. Yeah. Like, it goes back to what you often say. It's like, sometimes you got to give it up. Yeah. Eric, with Ron, it's like, no.
Yeah. Eric was always going to be his right-hand man. Eric was there as a, almost like, Godfather, the one under the Godfather. That's what Eric always was. It was never like, I'll let Eric take a bit of the heat off me.
Or anything like that.
Or Eric and I should sit back and let some of the others who are on the bottom feel this is what it is.
But look, it's good to see, I think Dave and Kelley are starting to wake up, because when they were talking together, you could see them starting to bounce stuff backwards and forwards, and they're starting to get on page, right? And Kelley was like, we got to break this up. Dave's like, we do.
I feel like, from what we've seen, I don't think Kelley has actually ever been anti-Dave.
She's never said once that I want to get Dave.
It's always been, yes, she's had a closer alliance with Lauren and Wardog.
Yeah, but that was only because of the circumstances in the tribe rather than...
Yeah, and that's
it was more like Dave going for her that created that rift.
It was Dave's weird focus. And still, it's about, like, it should have dropped instantly at Merge, and it didn't. It should have dropped instantly, but it did not. For some crazy reason, and the whole "thank you for saving us," Ron saved us, even though he'd broken it down with Kelley. Yeah. Even to think that prior to Kelley, I mean, and then it brings me to Rick.
Well, no, look, let's talk about Dave. Dave, at the moment, has at least woken up to the fact even if he does want to get Kelley, and this is one of the good sides of him, right, as a player, he's at least decided, right now, I need to work with her. Because that's the only way I'm going to save my game.
But this is something we've been discussing.
Oh, exactly.
Before,
but at least he has at last. Well, we've seen him do it at the end of Lesu, but now he's at least, I think, in the face of the karma strong. He's probably got no choice, and he's like going, "Oh, well,
it just makes sense." And like I really liked. He said it a couple of times. He said it to Rick. He said it at Tribal, and what he said at Tribal was like, "You're either a pilot or a passenger."
Exactly. In his one-on-one, the camera, he said, "You're either something about chessboards and that." He says, "I'm a piece in their game."
Yeah.
And that's what you can't afford to be.
And it's like, I want to get rid of Kelley, but now, I do want to get rid of Kelley, but it's always dictated by when they need to get rid of Kelley and not
me.
My strategy anymore.
That's right. And as you said, I've got no power.
And this is something Dave's strategic. He's been strategic every time. Yep. And we know this, and we know how he approaches a game, and he's so strategic that he even hides his strategy so well that no one knows what's going on. It's really good for him to kind of go, yeah, cool. If I play this game, if Rick and I go this path, I don't have a hope in Hell at winning. And he's 100% correct.
Oh, no, look, when he was talking to Rick, and he was, after he talked to Rick, and he was on his one-on-one camera, he was like, I just can't be with him anymore because it's we're going to end. And it goes back to what Neil said when he first started talking to Rick, when Rick detonated.
Yeah.
Right?
Which
Neil said to him, do you want to play to be 8th or 9th, or do you want to play to win the game?
Yeah.
And Rick was pretty much, I don't care about winning the game anymore.
Yeah, I don't trust you. No, it was, you voted me out.
Yeah.
But the vote, why was
I would rather go 8 and 9 with them than go all the way with you or something.
It's like it's such a weird dynamic. This Extinction Island or Redemption Island. No. The concept of being voted out and coming back into the game. You don't have, once you're out, you're out. But any of these types where you get voted out, you get sent to another tribe, you go to a redemption or this extinction or whatever it is, and somehow you get your way into the game again. Yeah. We have this dynamic where where he's holding on to this. Well, you got me out. Well, who else were we going to get out? Because my strategy didn't align with your strategy. That doesn't mean I hate you. That doesn't mean I dislike you.
No, that's exactly the problem.
This is the problem I have with it.
Rick isn't thinking about it. Oh, that's what they did strategically, right? He's thinking, they did that to me, so I'm going to do this. It's vengeance.
Yeah, it's vengeance. And
it's pure vengeance.
Like Wardog, Neil, and Dave
They
both said he's playing with emotion.
Yeah. And if you play with emotion, you're dead.
And it was really brilliant for Dave to go, look, I found someone I can really trust. But now we don't see eye to eye, and I can't work with him.
Dave, look, this is a good thing about Dave. His experience. He's a strategic player from his first game, and he cut his losses. Yeah. And it's not personal.
It's not personal.
He could quite happily go and say up to Rick right now, if it became necessary, he'd go up to Rick and go, hi, how you going? Blah, blah, blah. Let's try and work together with Karma. You know what I mean?
And no problem with it. And here's the thing that he was trying to say. It's not, I want us to work with Karma or Manu.
That's right.
It's, I want us to work together. And whoever we can get out and manipulate to get us into power, that's what I want to do. Working with Wardog, Kelley, and Lauren, we can do that, and we can pull in Aurora. We can swing things and we can crack them, and then we can start to jump around and play our game.
And that was all he was really pitching to Rick at the well, was like,
I want to play.
Yeah, I want to play. Let's crack Karma. Let's get together with Kelley and all the other guys. Let's crack Karma, open the game up, and then we can play. Yeah. And Rick was like, I don't trust them. I love these people. No.
And it was it's baffling. It is completely baffling. And that's what I'm like, that concept of the returnee having this I hate you mentality. You got outplayed that first time. Your strategy did not work. Get over it. Yeah, exactly. Just get over it. Their strategy outdid your strategy. That's the game.
And the other thing is, you could sit there and blame all of Lesser. And I guess to a certain extent, he blames Dave as well for being voted out.
Well, he might now. Yeah. No, not then. No, he never did then because Dave never put his name down.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's them.
Yeah, right. Well, it's Dave now siding with them.
But the fact of the matter is, if you actually thought about it rationally for a moment, right, he would go, well, obviously Kelley and Lauren voted for me, and me and Dave voted for Kelley, right, or whoever it was, right. So that shouldn't be, I hate them because they voted for me because I voted for them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Right?
It's if it
so the only
me,
person he should be angry with would be Wardog. Because Wardog was the swing vote. Yeah. Right? He could, I had no trouble with him sitting there and go, I don't trust you, right? Because you blah, blah, blah. But then for all the rest to be included, it's really quite insane. You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
And it's the same thing as I've been watching, I've now been jumping on some of the older episodes or some highlights and stuff I've been watching. And one of the tribals is where Boston Rob was like, you were coming after me, so I came after you. That's all it was.
That's all it is.
Kelley's on the chopping block. well, who else can we get? It's going for Rick.
This is the thing, that Rick forgets. Look,
it's the game.
Kelley's name was on the chopping block. So if she goes for you, that's okay.
Yeah.
She's just defending herself,
yeah,
right?
it's a defensive move, and her move worked. Yours didn't.
Yours didn't.
Your attack failed. That's all it is. And it just...
And look, he's just so lucky that in this particular season... Now, he should be at Ponderosa or whatever they call it, right?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't even made it there.
No, that's right. But he should be gone, right? No second chance. He gets a second chance to come back in the game, and now it's like, okay, I'm going to extract vengeance.
Yeah, it's like you get a chance that most survivors never get a chance to. If a second chance.
If you're coming back in like that, the last thing you can afford to do is like, I can work with them, I can't work with them. You got to be able to work with everybody.
It blows my mind how idiotic that move was.
I know.
And now look at him when you get to the bloody end.
No, don't. That was just classic. That was just a classic look. I've never. But like, he deserved it.
Yeah, you 100% deserve it. Now you put yourself at the bottom.
That's right. He has put himself in that position.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, all his comments during Tribal just dug that hole deeper.
Yeah.
Absolutely, just made it absolutely clear to Kelley, Lauren, Wardog, and Dave, right? That I never want to work with you ever again.
You know what I really like about this? And this is actually something I enjoy about this half idol now.
Yeah. I love that. Was the other thing I like.
They're chatting there, and he's like, "Can I have the half?" And he's like, and you've just said you don't want to work with me.
Yeah, that's it.
I think I want to keep it. That. I'm just going to make this not powerful.
How about Dave? Right? What a great. This is why I do love Dave. Right? Dave is just like straight out. No, I don't think. I want to keep it. I want to hold on. And his thing is like, I don't want Rick doing anything crazy with this, right? Yeah. But good on Dave.
Loved it.
It
wasn't vicious. No. He was just like, I just don't think I want to. I just want to hold on a bit longer.
That's it.
And I love that. Like they've just had this conversation. Dave's gone, I think we should do this. This would be great for our game. Right. And he said, I don't like them. I don't want to do it. How can I have my half of the idol back? No. Like, because now you're jeopardizing. You not wanting to work with this strategy jeopardizes my game. Well, I give you an idol.
Rick coming back in was a great boon for Dave.
Amazing for Dave.
He fought for Dave. Dave thought, okay, I'm going to get my partner back. I'm going to be able to move forward.
We can go on to, and I legitimately think, I believe Dave wanting to go to the end with Rick.
Oh no, I do. I think he did. Look, we know Dave from previous episodes. If he decides you're the one or you're part of his inner group, he's going to be loyal to you, right? But he's like, yes, Rick's back, right? And then he gets this, and it's like, you've just destroyed my game.
But it's such a funny thing. It's like Rick comes up and goes, "I'm giving you half of this."
Yeah, I know.
Which wasn't. It was not. He didn't use it in a bargaining chip at all.
No.
But he gave it to his closest ally, and Dave's like, "This is good. We're gonna have an idol between us." Then this happens, and it's like, "Oh my god!"
But no, I mean, it's like Dave's game was going with Rick to the end. That was his game right up till this point, and Rick has effectively destroyed Dave's game. Again, Dave is like on the bottom with no game after Rick's explosion, right? And he's like, now I've got to make something else work. Yeah,
and you know what? This is probably what I would have hoped to have seen him do well and truly at the start of this when he tried his focus on Kelley was so... This is what I want to see from Dave. I want to see someone play and move and adapt. That's what I want to see with Dave, and he's finally
I think I think the good thing in one sense is that Rick's blown up on him. I think while he had Rick, he was always holding out the hope. Now I've got Rick, I can get rid of Kelley, or I can do this, or I can do it. Now he's got no Rick, he's got to start from the bottom, he's going to make new alliances.
Yeah, having that close work, 2 votes is better than 1.
Yeah, but now he's got to work.
Yeah.
And, if he ever manages to get the other half of the idol off Rick...
well, yeah, look, I just think you just keep it and make it useless.
Oh, no, I think... Yeah, I think at this stage, he knows that if he gives that idol over, if he gives the other half over, it's effectively giving it to Ron.
Yeah, at this stage. What does he do? Because now we know Rick has put himself very much on the bottom.
But this is what
Rick has gone from 8th.
Yeah.
He's gone from the bottom 8 to now bottom 4.
Well...
Or 3, bottom 3. He's like one of the next
bottom
3.
11. Bottom of the 11.
Yeah, really. So, but he's like, he could have gone, like, how it was sitting before, in this ideology that he had that's going to be nice and smooth. We're going to vote out all of these.
Get rid of
and then I'll be, on bottom of the 8, but that's okay. I might be able to jump Aurora.
Yeah.
Now he's put himself in the bottom 3 people.
I know.
He's put himself in a terrible position. What does he do? Does he come back to Dave? And does Dave go, look, I'll let you in, but give me your half of the idol?
Well, he could, but the other he could go back to Dave, and Dave might take him back on that basis, maybe. But the problem for Dave is Kelley, Lion, and Wardog are simply not going to trust Rick at this point. You can't.
Rick's done.
Rick's done, right?
Because Rick.
I mean, you could use him for one. You may think they may think they could use him for one vote. The problem is he is so allied himself with Ron. They know if they tell him something, the chance of it getting back to Ron. Almost 100%.
And you know what? It's interesting because as it was happening, as Rick and Wardog were having that conversation, and he's like, "We got to work together." And typical Neil Wardog fashion, I'm telling you what to do, which is not the approach. Yes, correct strategy, but not the approach of.
Oh, I don't think he was telling him. I think he was trying to. No, I don't think so. He was trying to sound him out. But remember what he started saying? He was like, "Oh yes, I really want to work with you guys. I'd love to work with you guys." And I was like, why is he saying it like that? This is his first response.
This is Neil's?
No,
this is
Rick's. Like, Neil's working along with him and going, so how would you like to work together? And he's like, I'd love to work with you guys. I've thought of nothing else but working for you guys.
As if.
As if, right? And then it's like,
never want to work with you guys.
He went over ballistic and Neil was just there. Like, did you see the look on his face? He was just like,
but you know what's interesting about that is like we've never seen that blatant honesty before, like in this like. He's, sure, I'll do what you want, as if, get out of it. I'm never working with you, you got me off the island. It was such a weird, part of me I was amused at his honesty. I thought it was funny, but part of me was like, I don't know if it's a strategic place that I'd like to be.
No.
Because it's information.
Right, it is. That's what I mean. I was sitting there, and I'm sure, like, you sort of look at Neil's face. Neil was just like,
are you serious? Are you thinking? And he said that. What are you thinking about? Do you want to win this game or do you want to be 8th?
That's right. He said, are you playing to be 8th or are you playing to win this?
Because this is bizarre.
That's what I mean. He was honestly surprised. Like, I don't think... That's why he asked the question. He wasn't being funny. He was genuinely asking, 100%. Are you playing to be 8th?
Because this is...
Are you playing to win?
Because who says that? Because if it was someone... Again, playing with emotion... But if it was someone who was playing to win, what they do is go, yeah. And then, if you want, go back to Ron.
Absolutely.
And be like, Wardog's coming for us.
Look, this is the thing.
I know they can't do anything, but this is what we got to be.
This is how badly Rick didn't think about that situation. Why didn't he just say to Neil, look, I'm really disappointed about getting voted out, but I can see that Karma's really strong. What do you got?
Yeah.
Then get all the information, go tell Ron.
Exactly.
And cement yourself in Karma.
If that's where you want to go, you had that option.
Yeah, he had that option.
You had that option.
He could have gone and sat down there with Dave and Kelley and everybody. Yeah, I'm on board with this. I'm on board. Then run back.
Being the double agent. He could have played the swing place. Yeah. He could have cemented his spot in Karma, or he could have come across to Manu.
He could have opened that game right up.
He
could have
closed
in the
all
middle.
doors off.
Exactly. He closed all of them.
Yeah.
Every freaking door.
Because there is no Karma anymore.
That's right. But he was right in the middle. Like you said, he could have sat there and gone, okay, Ron wants us to get rid of Kelley. Leslie wants us to get rid of Eric. Which one am I going to do?
Yeah, let's sit there.
And be the hero for whichever one he did.
And talk to your closest ally, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute bonehead play.
Bonehead. Yep, pretty much.
It's one of the biggest bonehead plays I've seen in a while. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny to go, yeah, I'll want to work with you. I can't wait to get back together with you. Psych! We're not working together. I hate your guts. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. But a completely foolish move strategically.
Well...
It was ridiculous.
Look, Neil nailed it straight away. Wardog nailed it straight away with when he said you're playing with emotion.
Yeah, and then Dave said the same thing.
Did you notice that as soon as he said you're playing with emotion, right? He blew up even more. And then he's on the camera, he's like, "Rrr!" It was all just emotion. And then exactly the same thing with Dave. You're playing with emotion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Extinction, maybe.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about Rick.
No.
Extinction. Miss Malcolm and his had a bit of a teary, that made me.
Joe.
Oh yeah, sorry, Joe. They're the same. Malcolm and Joe are the same person.
No, they're not.
Have you seen them? They look so similar.
Well, they have a similar, but...
Joe and his that one drop just sitting there on his eye.
I know.
One tear.
One little tear, right. But, what about Aubry? I admired Aubry for one reason, right? Aubry sat there and listened. Joe did it, and Reem did it, despite the experience she's had, right? And Chris did it. They all started reading their clues out loud to each other. You know, Aubrey just shut up. And she was just listening to, and Reem's like, "Oh, I wonder what this means."
Going over the rocks, but I mean, it's like you see, Joe's found it's got to be near the stairs, but there's a big thing.
Yeah.
In that clue, it says take a step back.
Look, I'm not saying I would have got it.
But that just seems like a fairly obvious clue.
One of the, I guess what I'm getting at is why they still seem to be going down this road of like, it's a competition on that island now. Why are you working with each other?
Yeah.
If you can get the advantage by yourself, don't work with Reem. Don't tell him you. And look at Aubry. She was like, take a step back. Oh,
yeah,
look, okay. Shut my mouth.
Even then, she's like, I'm not letting that happen. She put her shoes on, and she was like, she was chasing, or she was actively wanting to get in the action, not let it. Not
no,
let
that's
herself.
what I mean. She said, I had my shoes on.
Yeah, ready to go.
I was ready to go. And that's what I mean. Like, Aubry understood what's going on the Extinction Island. Well, the other three are trying to work it out together. She figures it out, goes and gets it, and goes and does it.
Yeah,
right?
and she did it really like shit. I'm going to take a leaf out of Kelley's book here, like
exactly.
Obviously not, and just right in front of their eyes, and got it, snuck it, and just
exactly
beautiful play for her.
But what I mean is,
again, I wanted Joe to get it, but
yeah, of course. But Aubry understands what Extinction Island is, and the other three don't yet. They're still working together to try and get this advantage that only one of them can have.
I just don't understand why Reem's still there. Why isn't she on the flag?
Right?
Because she's angry. She's like, and even we see when Eric comes in.
I know, right?
At the end of the episode, she's like, nah, not even. I'm like, let it go.
Yeah, right?
Everyone gets voted out bar one or two people.
Maybe that's what she's just like.
Yeah, I know. She's just really angry. I'm like, let it. You want to play the game? Forget about this anger and get into game mode.
But you know what?
You've got a second chance here. You've got a third chance.
You know when she starts working on the clues with all the other people, right? If Aubry had come back and gone, oh yeah, I did get it. Reem would have been like, well, how'd you figure that out? You know?
Oh, yeah, it's like...
and if Aubry had to say, I just listened to you guys,
yeah,
right, Reem would have been... but anyway.
It blows my mind. Yeah. So, I'm hoping Joe can get the disadvantage. I really hope that, because it's going to be coming in.
Actually, look, to be honest, I suspect that Eric is probably going to be the most dynamic person once he gets there. Eric's not going to sit back and wait for...
Yeah, that's a weird thing. Like, what do you do? You get given a bottle, do you sit around
style? Yeah, right.
Or do you grab your bottle, open it, and piss off and start reading?
Start reading, work on it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Eric's going to sit around with them going, oh, what's this mean?
That's it. That's what I think it'd be. I think my only tweak to this, which I do love, but I really wish they could find their own... Like, they didn't get the bottles together in a group.
Yeah. Look, that's right. Some way of like making it a singular,
keeping that separate. You go
more of a competition to get it.
Yeah, because this group look like I'd like to be sitting there trying to read my clue and realize someone's over there, and then it becomes a bit more. I don't know, the urgency, the competitiveness. I would like to see that rather than come with everyone's got the same message.
But look, Aubry, you know that rope challenge isn't a really good. Like what I mean, it's difficult to do. She's had some practice at least and the other thing is she knows what at least one part of the challenge.
One part. And I'm assuming it would be wrapped up exactly the same way.
Yeah, probably. I would assume so. So at least she's got a bit of a head.
Because the last one is 3 parts. This one you'd think could be a 3-part
as well. So she's got it's probably going to be in the middle section. I don't know.
But yeah. So look, good on her. Good on her for taking it. Now she gives the extra vote to Aurora.
Okay, now we get to the extra vote for Aurora. And here's a real rookie mistake for a survivor, isn't it, right? Oh, I've got an extra vote. Oh, wow, somebody really... It's either Joe or Aubry, right? That's fantastic. But I'll make my move later. I'm just going to go with the numbers.
Oh.
Oh my...
That was another idiotic thing to come out of a rookie's...
That was just one step above Rick.
Yeah.
At that stage, right? I'm like, if you're going with the numbers and you're not the guy making the numbers, you're playing somebody else's game. But it's like,
this is, and you know what? This is probably the same reason why Joe went.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
When are you going to make your move?
You've come back and realised Joe's gone and I wasn't told. And why wasn't I told? Because they didn't want to hurt my feelings. No, I'm on the bottom. You have your cry, you do all this sort of stuff. Then you get to immunity. Then you still try and build trust and try and see if you can get there again after Lauren had fainted, which I'm assuming we touch on. Do we touch on anything about Lauren fainting?
Not yet.
Don't need to. But then she starts saying, "I need this," and then your tribe who have said we just told you,
Victoria.
They're going cheering Victoria on, and
you
sit there and say, "See, I just want some trust," and Ron's like, "Go Aurora." Yeah, like that counts.
Yeah.
You still want to go with the numbers?
Yeah, right.
After all this.
That was actually Rick that said go Aurora, by the way.
Oh yeah, go Aurora. Yeah,
wasn't even wrong.
Yeah, classic Rick. But I'm like, after all that, you then get given this extra vote, and you still, and you've won immunity, and you still say, "I want to go with the numbers."
I know.
Oh.
Like, she's like, "I'll make my move later." When? When is later than now? This is as late as it gets.
This is perfect. This is like, get an extra vote when the numbers is like, obviously it worked in their favour because of Dave and Wardog pitching to, or probably mostly Wardog, pitching that Wardog, to Julie.
But what I mean is, like, this is, when else are you going to make your move, Aurora? You have an extra vote, you have immunity. You've just been told you're on the bottom.
More than once, in multiple occasions, and you still want to work with them?
Yeah.
GTFO. Like, I am not working with you guys anymore.
Well, the thing is, she's not working with... This is the problem. When she goes, "I'm going to go with the numbers," you're not working with them, Aurora.
You're exactly what Dave said. You're a passenger.
You're a passenger. You're just another vote, right? This is my point. It's like, when will you make that move, and what is that move going to be?
And that's why, like, again, great ally for Jo to have had, because she is literally not going to do anything.
Exactly, ever. Never. She's got an extra
she's got all on a silver platter for her to be able to change the game, shape the game, make a big move, build your resume with something amazing, and you don't. Get out of there.
I'll make it later. When are you going to make it? At 6? Too late.
And why are you going to make it? Because someone else told you?
That's right.
Go with your gut instincts and and make a move. You're on the bottom.
I'm going to bet this goes one or two ways with her vote. She'll play the vote, and it'll be just nothing.
What she's probably thinking is, I'll make a move later when it's just, once we've got rid of all Manu, and I'm actually the next to go.
Then who's your allies?
Maybe I can be a swing. I can get across. They'll find the cracks because they'll need me.
No, but this is what I mean. Like, you've just had 6 people basically tell you, "We don't want to work with you," right? And you're going to work with 3 of them later on down the track?
Because they'll want to get rid of the others, and they'll need me. They'll need me, and I'll put myself in that position of power as a swing vote, as you and I have said many times. Most often, if you're the swing vote, you're the person who wasn't picked at high school. Swing vote is not a powerful position unless you actively do a Sarah and put yourself in a swing vote position.
Exactly. If you
like Dave and Rick could have done.
Yeah, exactly.
And Rick refused.
That's right.
You know, swing vote is powerful if you put yourself there, but she would have just fallen into the swing vote and then gone, "I've got all the power, I can do whatever I want, I'll get myself out of this."
Look, the problem here for Aurora is, if you're on the out like that, you've got no information from Karma, which you clearly didn't have, because look at the way she reacted the last vote. "Nobody told me anything." That's what she said, right? Yeah. So you're not getting any information from Karma. You're not getting any information from Lesu because you're not going and talking to them. Yeah. So how the hell are you going to make a move? You're going to use an extra vote, but who are you going to use it for? To do what? You got no information to use it. You don't know when there's a split vote. You don't know, you know what I mean, how the numbers are lining up.
But I guess, and like, when was she going to use it? And I can all I can think of, she was going to use it when she became the absolute bottom of the run.
But she was.
Yeah, but in her mind, she was the bottom of this tribe, but there was a second tribe that was below her. The thing is...
Yeah, but that's... Yeah, go on.
Yes, she was the bottom here, but there was other people that were more expendable, and she'd wait and then use it. The problem I have is,
but then
in this game, you get to merge, someone is bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a piece that you can use always. And you don't wait till you're the bottom to start making the move. You can use, if you're the bottom of the powerful kind of alliance here,
as Wardog shows later on. But keep going.
Yeah, it was like, if you're the bottom there, you can use the people who are already on the bottom to get yourself higher.
Exactly.
Actively get yourself into a swing vote now. Yeah. But don't fall into it.
I don't see, look, unless Jo or Aubry comes back into the game, right? I see the vote either going to Ron, because she won't be able to use it herself. Like she won't. If she uses it herself, it'll be ineffective. Because as you know, throughout history, most of them get played ineffectively, right? Or it'll go to Ron, like she'll tell Ron, "Oh, I do have an extra vote." Then he can organise something to do something. Or she'll tell somebody like Dave.
Or she'll tell someone it won't be her idea.
And it won't be her idea.
Yeah.
It won't be her play anyway.
Yeah.
It's because she simply doesn't have the
ridiculous
experience to do it.
Now, obviously we just went on another Aurora rant. Yeah. Let's back up to Aubrey's choice.
Well, there was just two things.
Yeah, Aubrey's choice.
I wouldn't have done what Aubry... It didn't help Aubrey's game in the least sending that vote to Aurora. Let's imagine for a moment she comes back into the tribe. Aurora comes up and Aubry goes, I was the one that sent you the vote. That's great, Aubry, because me and you were always together. Yeah, we're already friends.
I'm so happy you're back.
I'm so happy you're back. That's great. Why not send it to Kelley? Send it to Dave.
My thing is a Kelley or a Dave straight away. Yep. Because we now know it's got to have come from another...
Extinction Island.
We know it's coming from Extinction, but it's got to have come from another returnee.
Exactly.
And that's got to send a message that us returnees are on the outs, and we got to start to work together.
That's it.
And that would be my plan as well. I would always send it to...
And it's a hell of an in.
Yes.
You come back, if you can come back in, and this is what it's about, if you get back in, you can then go up to Dave and go, I was the one that sent you the extra vote. And Dave, we know what Dave's like. Dave would like be over the moon.
Yeah, great.
We can work together. Great, we can work together.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks.
And then you and then you come in like, I know I've got Aurora. Because Aurora's going to not know if you sent a vote regardless.
Exactly.
No extra votes have been played. No one knows about this stuff. It's not going to matter.
That's right.
It's not going to matter that she knew or didn't know. You send it to Dave, and Dave does what he wants to do, and he does it in a really clever way. And then people are like, oh, there's an extra vote. How'd that happen?
How'd that happen, right?
You know?
It's an instant into maybe an alliance if you do it that way.
Yeah.
It's an instant into nothing with Aurora.
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Pointless. And solidifying something that's already... Aurora's on the out, already aligned with you, and as we've seen thus far, useless strategically.
Well,
she's there for a number. She's a solid number that you could rely on to do what you need her to do.
There was Aubry, Joe, and Aurora, and Aubry and Joe are on the island. But, you know what I mean? It's pretty obvious.
Do the math.
Do the math, right? You're not walking back into anything that way. Yeah. Not at all.
Build
something with it.
Yeah.
Or look, it may not pay off. You might go, oh yeah, Dave, I was the one that sent you the vote. He might go, that's fantastic, but I'm voting you off next time.
Yeah.
It may work out that way.
Yeah.
But it may not.
Because you don't know what's going on.
But if you're on the Extinction Island, how many choices do you have? You know? Sorry, go on.
That's all. No, that's all I got. It's just I agree with you. I would never have sent it to Aurora. I'd be sending it to try and build another alliance, and I'd be sending it to a returnee if I was a returnee.
Now, why I was calling Neil Wardog, all of a sudden, we're finally going to get to it, is I didn't see Dave do it, and I didn't see Kelley do it, and I was really surprised, right? Mm-hmm. Neil was the one that actually pulled Julia.
He pulled everyone aside.
Except he didn't pull Victoria.
No.
Which was a good move, I think, right?
Yeah.
He pulled aside Julia, and he pulled aside Gavin.
Yes, true.
And he spoke to both of them, right? And he did do the I want to open a dialogue. But what he said to him was essentially this, and it always comes back to how you play the game. All he really did was say to them, where are you in your tribe? And Julia said, up until the time he was talking and saying, look, you're not in the top in your tribe. She was like, all of a sudden it became clear, once he said it, I wasn't on the top.
The key to that, though, was what do you think Ron and Eric want to do with David and Rick?
Rick, right?
What do you think they're doing
with that, right? And that's what I mean. He was smart enough to show them, like, no, they're keeping Dave and Rick around to get rid of you three.
Eventually, when they need to get some numbers, you're gone.
And what I really liked here was Julia. Oftentimes you see in Survivor, somebody will come up and say something to somebody, like, oh, blah, blah, saying your name. And instantly they take it as true, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. What I really liked was Julia actually decided to test it.
Yeah, and she tested it really
well. Really well.
Like, what if we get rid of Dave?
And
not the right time.
Well, Eric slipped up very badly, right? He said, oh, we're going to wait until 8. He was very specific about the number. Oh, 8. That's us 6.
Plus
those two. So why would he want to go to 8? What's so wonderful about 8? Oh, because then you can start voting us out, right?
Yeah.
Real bad slip on it. But
yeah.
If I had been Eric, I would have said, look, I think we really should get Kelley this time, but I'm definitely down for Dave next.
Yeah, a simple
thing like that.
I think we've all sorted out at Kelley, but Dave's, we can get rid of him.
Yeah, we can get Dave. If we do Kelley this time, definitely Dave next time.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
And then Julie would have been disarmed. She would have been, oh, okay, it's just we want to get rid of Gabe, and then Dave.
He could have, if he was playing very clever and had a lot of trust, he could have also just gone, we could possibly throw Dave out. We'll talk about it with everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
And see what our plan is.
Yeah.
and go from there.
Exactly. But
and even if you did expend Dave, you've got rid of a plan B, a plan A. That was your plan A to use Rick and Dave to vote off them. You can do that. You can, like I said, ABC. Got to have your plans. Got to have your backups, and your backups are your backups.
That's right. But look, Neil is the one that kicked all this off, and that's why I've stopped calling him Neil. I'm going to call him Wardog from now, because this is what I would have expected of Kelley or Dave, right? To do exactly. He was the. We often say if you get, you've got to find the cracks, and Neil was actually the one. He talked to Rick. He talked to Rick, right? He talked to Julie. He talked to Gav. He's the one going around finding the cracks and trying to exploit them.
And he might be overbearing to some people, but the thing is, he's fighting.
He's fighting. Like, he's not going to go...
Yeah, he's going down with the fight.
Exactly. He's not going out, and we just saw it. He was quite willing to go over and talk to Julia and Gavin, even though it looked like it was Karma Strong 6. He still went over there and he talked to them, and he found it.
And caused the...
Major upset.
Yeah, and one for a Ron and an Eric and a Rick.
Yeah.
The biggest blindside of the season.
Absolutely.
Without an idol play.
That's right. And this is... I got to say one other thing about Kelley and Lauren here, right?
I thought that
was I was like, these two idols getting played. I thought they were getting played.
I think, it's like, I would have been the same.
I would have been playing if I had.
But I think they had obviously conversate. They were pretty confident.
They were pretty confident. But you saw Lauren look at Kelley again, right? And it was just like.
I think that the thing about that was, Kelley and Dave had that really good chat where, and from Kelley's and from my read, I could see Dave going, where I'm sitting isn't working for me.
Exactly.
I'm 100% changing things up. I'm taking a risk. If it works,
great.
Works,
yeah.
And but that's like, okay, he's going for that. And then I think it was possibly a safe bet for them. But
no, I don't think it was a safe bet because the numbers were that close, right? Like, because even though Julia and
2-2,
Gavin,
and then the rest on Eric.
Yeah, but what I mean is, even though Julia and Gavin came along, right? They also knew Victoria wasn't.
But Victoria ended up coming along in the end.
I don't know.
Did you not watch the votes?
No, I stopped right at the end because I didn't want to see any scenes from next week.
No, Victoria came across.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I don't think they were sure of that, right?
Yeah, Victoria was unsure, but I'm pretty sure what I feel is like what we weren't privy to, that would have been locked in.
I don't
know. That's why I think...
I don't think it was that locked. I think they were hoping.
Yeah.
But what I loved is that they're playing it cool, right? With the idols. Like, I would have definitely wanted to play for Idol that night. I was like, Kelley, Lauren, play your damn idols, right? Because I really thought they were going home.
And that was,
right?
but Kelley and Lauren both playing would have been and if they dropped it on Ron probably would have played then too. It would have been pretty, but he might not have brought
No, he
idol.
probably wouldn't have known.
And he wouldn't have brought his
let's face it, why would a Puppetmaster need to play his idol, right?
Why would he even bring it with him?
Why would he bring it, right? So that's... But the really good thing, I know they're hanging on to the idols, right? But the really good thing is every time there's a vote out and they've still got them, it makes them more and more powerful as time goes on.
And you know, I'm a big fan of an offensive idol play. There's chance for them to have played their idols defensively and incorrectly every single time.
That's
right. So they're not holding them on for defense.
No, they're not. Well, you've heard Kelley say in this episode, she said, what if we play our idols?
And then we have to go out
and that's what she said. If we play our idols, we have to go out and find them.
Yeah.
Which I really loved hearing because it means
great.
Kelley's not asleep at the switch about idols anymore. It means if she does play these any of these idols, they're going out to find them again, which is great to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, after the vote, Ron, the look on Ron's face, the look like Eric was absolutely stunned. Wasn't he?
It was brilliant. Right. It was great.
It was just a fantastic blindside.
It was a great. I thought it was a great blindside for the two people, 3 people, 4 people in this mix. No idea it was coming.
Absolutely.
Everyone against them, and those 4 split their vote perfectly.
Yep, they did.
Kelley, Lauren, 2-2.
See you later.
Eric. Shit.
Right. But look on Ron's face, like Ron just saw his whole...
He saw his marionette puppets just drops to the ground as the strings were cut.
Exactly. Well, the other way of putting it is maybe he thought, maybe I got some strings on me. Right?
But you know what? Interesting choice. Why do you reckon they chose Eric over Ron?
Because I think because Ron's more up front. Ron's been throwing himself into the spotlight.
You can read him a bit easier.
You can read him. Notice Eric's always talking behind a tree with him. Or off to the side, right?
Okay, because part of me was like, if you're worried, was this one of those Dave moments where we can't get the head, we have to get the second command?
I think they've picked really well here. I think they've picked Eric simply because he's the more strategic player. I
guess no one knows Ron's got the idol either.
No, nobody knows Ron's got the idol, but that's not a big issue, I don't think, at this stage. It could become one.
Yeah, right? But that's the thing. Like, at this stage, not knowing, but getting rid of Ron, who had an idol, without even knowing about it would have been great. But
but I think they're just more confident knowing where Ron stands.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, now that Eric's gone, who's Ron got? He's got Rick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. Who else has he got?
And he's got one of the other females. There was another...
Julie.
No, Julie. Devin. Julia. Yeah, so he's Julie.
He's got Julie, and he's...
Julia,
and
Victoria, and Devin. No, is it Devin? Gavin. No, the other three that switched.
Yeah, that's right. Julia, Gavin, and Vic switched.
Yeah.
Which leaves Ron with Julie and Rick.
Terrible place to be.
Well, this is the thing. Would you trade an Eric for a Rick?
Oh, never.
Never, right? That's what I mean. Ron effectively still has his core three.
Yeah.
With Rick, right? But Rick's nowhere near as capable as Eric.
Yeah.
Right.
And he just doesn't have the power to move anymore.
Exactly, right.
He's now going to hustle. The thing is, you want to try and get rid of another person in charge.
Yeah. Well, the problem for him now is his whole thing about, do you want to see your loved ones? That just falls apart because now they can go, we'll just see our loved ones.
Yeah, we're going to see our loved ones.
We're going to see our loved ones. Yeah. It just won't be with you.
Yeah.
You know?
What else have we got? I don't know if I got much else. I mean,
that's pretty much it, really.
Lauren passing out on the challenge.
Oh, yeah, look, Lauren passing out on the challenge.
There's not much to say about it, apart from Aurora's trying to...
Poor Lauren.
Right? Poor Lauren, and it's horrible to
come out. The other thing we can talk about is, for somebody who isn't doing anything, Aurora's grabbed a lot of screen time this episode, right?
Yeah, this might be all she's getting.
I need this.
Yeah, and they're all
never beg in a challenge. Never, ever.
No.
It means you're close to going. It means you haven't got the spirit to fight.
I need to build the trust again.
That's right. You're just telling the other person,
and then just her timing of doing it as well, just as Lauren fell.
But you're just saying to the other person, if you hang on, I can hang. You're saying to the other person, you can hang on longer than I can.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you're saying.
Yeah, you're just saying, I can't win this challenge.
Yeah, I can't win this challenge. So
maybe,
why not?
Maybe try and strike a deal. It's like, look, we can keep going. I'm okay to keep going, but I feel like I'm out of the house to build some trust. Maybe. Maybe.
The only time you strike a deal is like if we're in an alliance, right? And we've seen this done before, and there might be food involved.
Yeah.
Where
half your burger.
Yeah.
You can win.
You can win, and I'll get half the burger, right? And in which case, you've seen people do that before.
They do all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
You're really just negotiating about...
I'm just trying to see how she could have made it a little bit less desperate for her.
It was pretty desperate, right? And, to have Rick go, right.
I did love Jeff, again, Wardog falling off in 15 seconds.
I know.
In under 5 minutes, we've lost 5 of the most physical competitors, and then Rick fell off. Make that 6 of the most physical. I'll give Rick that. He's funny. He's very funny.
That's right. Right. I actually had a lot of time for Rick up until this point, right?
I still have time for him. He's just a bonehead.
No, this is what I meant. I still have time to him too. In fact, I thought he was quite a good player up until when he got voted off, and he really only got voted off because of numbers.
Maybe he's a good player because he's with Dave.
Yeah, but what is he hadn't made any mistakes up till that point, right? And he picked a good partner with Dave, right? So he had the brains to pick somebody, go along with them, right? I got no problems with his gameplay, really. But this, I'm just hoping he picks himself up after this.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does next.
But you saw the look on his face, right?
He's like, it wasn't me. I had no idea that was coming. Oh my god.
He was like all set to be calm and strong, and all you people, and oh my god, now I'm in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Right? He was just like,
I was probably in a better position at Extinction.
Right?
I was better over there.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. It's almost that bad, actually. I never
put himself in a terrible position.
Terrible. But this is the thing. I'm hoping that it shakes him out of that, out of the emotion.
Yeah.
And he sits there and actually goes, hang on, I really do have to think of, how am I getting back in the game now?
Yeah.
I can't afford to go mouthing off.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And maybe he'll pick himself up and become a good player.
And maybe a Wardog will accept him back in after his ridiculous blow-up.
This is the great thing about Wardog, right? I think Wardog will take you for a vote no matter who you are.
I'd agree.
Right? No problems. I think Kelley and Lauren will too.
Yeah,
they would be happy to work with Rick.
Dave would be a bit more subtle or a bit more... I think I'm trying to work out everyone's motives a bit more. But he might be not as bad as it
what I mean is, I think no matter what he said there in his speech to them at the council, right, the wall's on his side.
Yeah.
He's built the wall for himself, you know what I mean? The others, there may be an issue of trust because of what he said. Like, Kelley might sit there and go, after what you said on the council, how are we going to trust you? In which case he's going to have to say, well, you can trust me because... And if he comes up with a good enough reason, they will, I think.
Maybe.
Right? But anyway, we'll see.
That wraps us up.
That wraps it.
All right. All right. We'll see you all next week.
See you next week with the Inwits.
We are.